Good
Hi.
morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good
Good
morning.
afternoon here in Tennessee.
We're all, we are still recovering, I think, a little bit from last week.
I
I
would say
think,
that that's a fair assessment.
yeah, we had so much fun last week for our Handmade Collective. We don't want it to end. So we're excited that you're all here with us again this morning. I'm Melody. I am at Caterpillar headquarters in Salt Lake City.
And I'm
And
Bethany. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
yeah,
We're going to do a little recap over everything that happened last week. If you missed it, that's okay. I'm going to drop some links in the chat to go catch the replay later after we're done here. But we do have a little bit of a news announcement for those who maybe missed out on the event last week. It's not too late to take care or to take advantage of our deals that we have going on from last week, because guess what? We've decided to maybe extend them a little longer just for you all.
we did. We went a little rogue again.
We did.
We're trucking out a little longer. So if you had your eyes on some items that we were showing last week, we're going to go through a bunch of it today as well. If you had your eyes on some of the stuff and didn't get it or wasn't sure, Eileen, I have your email and I'm sorry. I know as soon as I saw you pop up earlier, I saw your email. I know I answered you on Saturday, but I was trying to take some time yesterday. Eileen, I did get your email. I saw it and we will take care of it for sure. We'll get you the tote bag that you want for your daughter. We can take it. Or I hope your daughter's not on here and I hope it wasn't a surprise. Anyway, I'll respond to you today, Eileen, for sure.
Yeah, we had to have a couple of days to recuperate.
We needed to wind down a little. Yesterday, I was down most of the day.
That was me Saturday. I was out all day Saturday.
Yeah.
I literally took a nap, which I am not a nap taker. That's how exhausted I was. And then yesterday I was trying to do all the things I neglected last week, like laundry and cleaning and dishes and chores and all the not so fun stuff. But I got a lot done.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. So I feel ready to kick off this week. And obviously we've got a lot going on. As I mentioned, the event ended last week, but the party's not over. We're extending our sales and promotions for our Caterpillar products. And so Melody and I wanted to take a quick minute today to announce that and also maybe remind you all of those deals. And I'll drop some links to them in the chat because we are only going to do this for a little bit longer. I wanted those who missed out on stuff going on last week. We know it's summertime. People are traveling. They're on the go. But we wanted to make sure everyone had a chance to grab those deals while they're hot this summer. Right, Melody?
Yes, hot time summer. It's not hot for me today. It was so hot in Utah. Last week was so hot. Last week we got up to 103. It got so hot last week. Today it was
we have a heat wave this week. We're in the upper 90s all week. No chance of rain. Just blistering.
We sent it to you, I guess. We sent it to you. It's it was 60 degrees when I hopped in the car this morning. I was nice. I feel like I need a jacket. It was weird, but
it was so weird. That's No,
you never know. But yes, everybody's on the go. Everybody's doing stuff. We do also want to remind you before we get into the products that are on sale. If you guys missed anything last week, the full videos are still live on our YouTube channel. They're still available on our YouTube channel. So you can go watch the entirety of the event day by day. For those of you that signed up for the VIP access, our team is working very hard to get all of that content put together in that pretty package for you. For those of you that decided to do that, it should be available shortly. I wish I had a time frame. It's a lot of media to get through to make sure we can package it in the ways that we promised we would. And so we're working feverishly on that. We get a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions about that over the weekend.
Okay, good.
To support about how that's going to work.
A few days.
It's going to take us a few days.
One of the things that our VIPs are getting is our full length live stream chopped down into individual segments so that they can just go watch that one presenter that they wanted to rewatch and sew along with. Instead of having to go through the whole experience. And that takes time. So I did download it after every single live and I sent that off to our team to edit. They also don't work weekends. I mean, we all need a break. So they're picking that up today and working through those edits and we'll get those uploaded. Once we have them all done, we'll send you an email letting you know you have access to those. amongst all the other things. There's a podcast version. There's so many there's transcripts. There's a lot of other stuff that you're going to be getting. All of the Zooms that we did with our VIPs are recorded, and those are being cleaned up and placed on the website so that they can be rewatched. So you'll get it. Just know that it's going to take us a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Anytime you get to hang out with Melody and I. So
yeah, because like, what's better than that? Like, you'd rather just hang out with us anyway than rewatching it all. Like, you know, whatever. Yeah, we're so much fun. But yeah, like, it was such a great thing. I have to tell you, I did a little sewing over the weekend because
I know. And Steve's here. Norma says she got her Riley Blake kit on Saturday.
Yay.
She already got her kit.
Oh, so awesome.
Congrats. We're going to talk about it today.
We're going to talk about that a little bit today. But yeah, I was inspired by y'all. I was inspired by our presenters. I told y'all, I'll cry again, but I told y'all on Friday, I feel like my mother is prodding me to get back to do the stuff because she knows I enjoy it and she knows it'll help fulfill my creative side. And so I did a little bit of sewing this weekend. I'm working on
proud of you. You sent
I'm
me
working
a picture
on a
and
quilt.
like, so proud.
Little pieces that I'm sewing together, which
I know. I was so impressed.
It's one of the kits that I bought at a show that I was in Seattle this spring, back in March. I was there in Seattle and I kept staring at this quilt across the aisle from me in this booth. And I just went and bought all the stuff to do it. And I was like, never going to do it. Like, I do that all the time. I was going to do it in my head, but I kind of wasn't. But I started, and I've made 4 little blocks that go on the quilt so far. And it was really cute because I showed it to my husband and he was like, that looks like a sunflower. I'm like, good, that's what it's supposed to look like. So
mission accomplished.
And my 25-year-old son was like, wait, you just had a bunch of little squares. How does that look like a sunflower? I'm like, that's quilting.
That's quilting.
So anyway, thank you guys all for joining us last week. And if you guys didn't come, we wouldn't be able to keep doing it. And so thank you from my heart, because that helped me want to go do stuff too. So anyway.
Oh yeah, it inspires us all. I mean, we put all this work into it. I even know who's presenting and what they're going to talk about before anybody else. And I still get excited and learn something every single time. I did drop a link in the chat that says review all presenter information here. That is a link to our Handmade Collective landing page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see photos of all of our presenters. If you click on that photo for whichever presenter you want to look at, it'll take you to their blog post. We have a whole blog post on every single presenter, links to follow them on social media, links to their websites, information about any discounts or downloads or deals that they were offering. Some of those have expired already. Some are still active. Some go through the end of this month. Some go through the end of July. Some wrapped up with the event. It's kind of varied based on the presenter, what they wanted to do. But if you want to find that information and go back through those, that's the best place to go do that, is to scroll to the bottom of that link where you see all their beautiful faces. Click on each one and learn a little bit more about each of them. Take some time to go follow them on Facebook or Instagram or their social platforms. Check out their websites and what they have. And by us supporting them, we get more and better and fun new presenters every single time we do these events, and it gets more people involved. So showing them,
we can get some of them back hopefully another time at another event, because they were our first event. They were all fantastic. This time they were all fantastic. I'd love to get them all back again too. At some point.
We try to bring in new people every time to kind of mix it up a little bit, so that you guys are learning from different people, different talents and skill sets and niches and all of those things too. So the better experience they all have and the more response they get from our viewers, the more likely they are to share that with their friends that end up coming and presenting the next time around. So referral, word of mouth is our best friend. So where do we want to start, Melody? Should we start with...
let's start with the special event bundle that we have on sale. So we have for you guys that we put on sale for the event that we are extending the discount through. We have a special bundle. It's kind of our best of the best bundle. It's if you've been wanting a Caterpillar product, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to get, it's the bundle to get. So it's called the Handmade Collective Special Bundle. It's on our website. Bethany, I think you're going to pop it up. Yep, there it is. It's got all of our amazing best things. I have to tell you, when I was making my quilt blocks Listen, I travel. I'm feeling like I'm going to like admit something a little bit here. I travel the country and I go to shows all of the time. And I know how our products work and I know what to do with them. And I talk to people about it all the time, right? This weekend, when I was working on my little quilt box, I was using my Glow Premium 2. It's the first time I used the Glow Premium 2 because I've had the Glow Premium for a long time. It's the first time I pulled out the Glow Premium 2 because that one happened to be charged up and my original Premium wasn't. And so I pulled that out and I was using it and it was the best thing. Like I can't even say, because these little quilt box, I made little strawberries and little sunflowers.
I wish you had brought them to show.
I know I should have. I sent you the photos, but anyway, I'm sewing these diagonal seams and I'm trimming it off, right? I'm trimming it off diagonal so I can press it open or whatever. And I'm sitting here at my sewing machine with my Glow Premium 2 next to me and it's lit up so I can see exactly. And I'm just flipping over and cutting really quick because it's small enough that it can just sit on the seat next to me. And I'm just sewing and I'm cutting and I'm sewing and I'm cutting and I'm ironing on the glass mat. And guys, I don't know if I could have made my little blocks had I not had it. I mean,
it would have been painful and you probably would have quit. I
would have probably quit and it would have taken forever. I feel like it would have just taken too long and I wouldn't have got 4 little blocks done on Saturday afternoon. And I wouldn't have wanted to keep doing it. So this bundle that we're talking about includes our Glow Premium 2, which is our mid-size board. It has a rechargeable battery in there, so it does not have to be plugged in. You can use it off of the power plug for about 4 hours. I used it all Saturday afternoon. I plugged it overnight. I used it a little bit more on Sunday afternoon. And it was so great. It was perfect. It stayed lit the whole time. It comes with this self-healing cutting mat that Bethany's showing you that covers the entire board, which is really great as well because I cut over the edge of the line a lot of times. And so to know that I didn't have to worry about it, it was amazing. Yeah. It's textured on the back, so it doesn't slide around when you're using it. It's also textured on the top, so the fabric doesn't slip when you're using it. And that was very, very beneficial for me this weekend as well. I was super happy about that part. It's got a molded base, so it's really solid and secure in there. It's also got metallic plates built into it so that you can use magnets on it to help hold your products down. So this bundle includes 4 of the magnets as well. So you can hold your stuff down while you're working on it. And the metal plates on this one are all over the board. The magnets will just wherever they are.
These are built in, so you don't have to get these separately.
Yes, which is so fantastic.
And there's a bunch of them.
There's plates all over the place. The other thing that I was able to use it for was I pulled the tempered glass mat out and put it on top of the light. And so I was able to iron my pieces right on top of the light. Now, I also did some painting this weekend with my grandson, and we used the tempered glass mat because he's a very messy painter. And then it didn't get all over the place. We could just clean up the mat when we were done. But the glass mat will take the heat of an iron. So you're able to iron your pieces right on there. So I was able to kind of iron it and see exactly where the seams were going and to match things up and iron them together and all of that stuff right on top of the light, which was fantastic. So that's included in it. The other item included in it is the Glow tote. So the tote bag will hold all of those pieces in it all at once. Do you have your tote there? I have my tote here.
I do. Give me 1 second.
It's such a great tote. It is double padded. I've got stuff sitting on this one. It's double padded. There it is. And it holds the light board and the glass mat. It holds your cutting mat. It holds everything in it. That front pocket there is for your power cords. It's double padded on the inside, front pocket as well. It's such a great tote. I carry these totes everywhere. They're great on their own. They're perfect for our light boards. Of course, they're made for those. But I use them when I go to these shows and I carry supplies in them and I have other stuff and rulers and patterns and all kinds of things in them. So they're super, super great. Donna says her cutting accuracy for quilting since getting a Glow board has improved 1,000%. I'm telling you, I agree. I don't know that I could have made my little blocks without it this weekend. I would have gone crazy. But So the other item that is included in this Handmade Collective special bundle is our new Flex light with the accessories. So this includes a light as well as the base that holds all of your accessory pieces and all the accessories that go with it. So you can use it as a light while it's in the base. It'll charge up in the base. There's a little hole that you can plug the base in so it'll charge. And then the light's adjustable. There's 3 different levels. You can pull it off of the base and you can attach it to your sewing machine. It comes with a little cradle that has a little piece of Velcro on the back of it so that you can stick that right on your sewing machine. But then it's got these other little pieces as well. It's got a little clippy. Vanna, you're doing so great. It has a little clippy. So you can slide that light into that. You can slide that light into the clip and you can put that clip on an embroidery hoop, on a book to make it a book light. You can clip it on the top of your baseball hat. Missy Little Green Bean used it for painting to make sure that she got all the little things, all the little touch-ups that she needed. It comes with a little magnifying glass that you can attach to the edge of the light. So you can see really, really well when you're doing handwork. It's phenomenal for that.
This is also great for threading that needle, whether it's on your machine or a hand needle. Sometimes people really struggle with threading their needle on their machine. So if you have this attached to your machine with the Velcro, needle, you can still attach this magnifier and bring it way down so you can see your needle. And you've got that light pointing right at it. So when you're done threading your needle, you just lift this back up. You've got your light for sewing. And so a lot of people really struggle with that, especially if they don't have an automatic needle threader on their machine. So being able to check that out, or even like see down into your bobbin really well while you're cleaning it out or fixing it or anything. So this is used for so many things, and it really does magnify very well.
Yeah, it's such a good, it's got 2 little levels of magnification on it as well, which is really nice. You can really get into it if you need to. And then you've got your main magnification on there also. Then we've got this other cradle. So this cradle has little magnets on the back. See, there's 3 really strong magnets on the back. We've got this little acrylic disc that it attaches to. So when you attach it like Bethany's showing right there, it can also be a table lamp. The back side of it that Bethany's holding onto is kind of fuzzy, so it doesn't like slip around too much. So you can set it right on there. But the thing that's really cool about this particular cradle that Bethany has is you can attach it to the lanyard that comes with it so that you can wear it, which is so great. Because imagine you're knitting, you're crocheting, you're doing your handwork. You just need that extra light so you can wear it right on your lanyard. So you can clip the 2 clips of the lanyard onto the edge of that. There's 2 little holes for it on that cradle, and you can wear it like that. Now, when you stick the magnifier on it or something else heavy, sometimes it'll move around a lot. So you can slide that little disc like Bethany just did under your shirt, and then it's not going to move around.
And that fuzzy part, not cold to my skin because
it's not cold because of that fuzzy part.
Yeah. You can also attach this up here and run it down through the top of your shirt and attach that to the disc. I like to keep mine separate so it's like my shirt's laying nice and flat, but it's totally up to you how you want to. We give you options. It's always nice to have options.
Always nice to have options.
You want to wear it. You could even wear it without the lanyard if you really wanted to.
You could, because that magnet is so strong.
It is so strong. So I'm still hands-free. Like it's just stuck to the front of it. It looks kind of silly, but when you're like crocheting or doing anything, like to be able to be hands-free and have good light or read a book in bed without blinding everybody else, I think that's it's really nice. In the car, having a little spotlight that's not distracting the driver while they're driving. Yeah. All those kind of little things really does help. And to be able to do it hands-free is a big thing. So you can use the lanyard. You don't have to use a lanyard. You can put this wherever you want. We could move it up a little higher if we wanted. Yeah. I could put it up higher on one side of me, and have it pointed down. So, I mean, it's not going anywhere. That's the key. No. It's not going anywhere.
That's the thing that's so great. Those magnets are so strong. It'll hold it wherever you stick it. Daphne said she got to use the light and accessories kit this weekend, and she really enjoyed that. If you cross stitch, it's an awesome light, she says.
Yes.
Which is so great because
you can still use that magnifying glass here, even hands-free.
Some of my projects that I bought at shows are handwork projects. That's why I bought them. My mother always hand embroidered her quilt tops. And so I got some handwork kits that I want to work on as well. I leave tomorrow for a show in Virginia. So I'm going to bring one with me. I'm going to bring that on the plane. I'm bringing my little light. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how that works. But all of this stuff,
it feels like a name tag.
Right. Yeah. It's like when you're wearing a lanyard at a show, right? It's like
Melody, can you just wear it at the show like this?
Yeah, I totally can. It's the thing that's
and then
so
everybody's
funny.
Gonna be like, what is that on you? I'm like, oh, that's my light. So
That's my light.
So I can count your monies.
Yeah. The thing that's so funny about the Flex Light is when it very, very first came out and we first started showing it at the expos across the country, I would take that little Velcro piece that comes with the original Flex Light, stick onto your machine, and I stuck it onto my name badge, and I would wear it like that.
But so it would move around.
It would flip and flop all over the place, and people would be like, "What is that? What is that?" And I would super flip it everywhere, and then I could show them, "Oh, this is what it is. Here's the little cradle. This, whatever."
Yeah.
But that to be able to wear it that way, I'm still wearing it just right there, just like that. I'm going to wear it.
I need a selfie of you, like
my name tag. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that in the booth this weekend.
But when you're not wearing it, it can still go on your sewing machine. Which I have a cradle. Actually, I took this one right off my machine. But I have a cradle right here, so it can go right on my machine, and you can put it anywhere. I've seen people put it on the top of the machine, the back of the machine, underneath the neck of the machine. I put mine on the side because I feel like I need more light going out away to the side of the machine. For me personally, especially when I have my extension table up, so I can really see my fabric better. Because my machines have a decent light here, but I need more light beyond there.
Right.
So again, it's up to you. My industrial machine, I feel like could use 2 of these, because there's just not a good light on the industrial machine. Yeah. So I feel like I need one under the neck and one off to the side. So it's up to you and your machine, but honestly, you can't go wrong with a Flex Light. And you can't go wrong with, if you already have a Flex Light, getting the accessory kit that comes with the Flex Light, because then you have 2. I have like 3 floating around here. So what's really nice is I always have a backup. One's on the charger, and then 2 others are being in use on machines. And then if one dies, I have one I can swap it out with.
Yes.
So that's really nice.
I love that you do that. I love that you do that. It's so great. It's like, that's what I'm doing now with my Glow Premiums. I have my original one charging while I'm using my Premium 2, and I can swap them out whenever I need them. As if I get to sew for an entire day and I lose the light on one of them. But anyway, the Flex accessory kit is way cooler than I ever thought it was going to be. When we first made the Flex Lights, I thought they were cool. And then we started talking about making this accessory kit. And I was like, what do you need all this for? And then they came in and I started messing with them. And oh my gosh, I'm very excited. They're so very cool. So that is also included in this Handmade Collective special bundle. So if you guys are looking to dabble into the world of Caterpillar products and you don't know what to pick, this is a great starter bundle. This is our best sellers. These are all of the best-selling items that we have: the Glow Premium 2, the tempered glass mat, the Flex Light with the accessories, the magnets, and the tote bag. All together are already 15% off on our website right now. We always have a little discount on our bundles, but they are typically around 5 to 7% off. For this event, this particular bundle is 15% off. And you can use your coupons from the event. We've extended the life of the coupons from the event. So you can use June Life 10 to get an additional 10% off of this bundle. If you registered for our event last week, in your email, you have a 15% off coupon that you use. And if you decided to purchase the VIP, you can use your 20% off coupon that you got in your email. But for those of us just joining that didn't sign up, which is totally fine, that June Life 10 coupon code is extended. So you've got some more time to go ahead and use that.
So what Melody's saying is we kept our products on sale on our website, but then we decided to extend the use of your discount codes longer. So these discount codes can be used in conjunction with the products that are on sale. So this bundle is already 15% off. You could get an extra 10% off with the code JuneLife10, or if you register for the event, you get an extra 15% off with your exclusive code, or VIPs have a 20% off code.
Yes.
So we've extended the codes and the sales. So
yes. Both.
Please know that what the discount is on the website, great discount. We've never done a discount this steep on a bundle before. But then you can still add your discount code to save a little more. And don't forget, all orders over $98 get free shipping. Yes. So there you go.
Yep. This is a great all-inclusive bundle. This is a great one to do for sure.
This was our highlight, and definitely one that people were really excited about. We have quite a few bundles on our website that you can look at. for different things. But this one we felt like really was the best of the best of some of our most popular and newest products that people are really loving. And we wanted to share that with you guys.
Yes. So
once this event is over, this bundle's going away, right, Melody?
This bundle is going away. This bundle will go away for sure. We love to bundle things for specific reasons. There's applique bundles, there's embroidery bundles, there's different bundles, there's sewing bundles, quilting bundles, all that stuff on the website that you can take a look. There's paper crafting bundles, there's all kinds of stuff. And they're all on sale. Like the bundles are all on sale, but not this much on sale. So go check that out. If you've been looking at Caterpillar stuff and you're trying to decide which one you want to get, this is a great time for that. So go check that out. We also want to talk. Speaking of bundles.
Yeah. We doing a mini travel one?
So this is mine and Bethany's favorite bundle.
Well, I would say favorite because it's probably our most used because Melody and I travel a lot.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Not that it's our favorite products, it's just our most used because we travel. So I think that's fair to say. I think that because all of our products are so great, but this is so cute and so compact and so everything you might need fits right in here, which is so great. I love this. This is our mini travel bundle. So in the mini travel bundle, you get the mini glow light board, you get the mini flip and fold cutting mats, and you also get the mini tote, and everything fits inside here. So this little mini glow is the perfect size for your tray table on the airplane. This mini glow is perfect to, if you don't have it in the tote, to like throw in your bag. It is so cute. It has 4 light levels. It's built similar to that Premium 2 that we just showed you. So it's got magnetic plates built into it. The cutting mat also comes with it. So you can cut your little pieces out right on top of there. I wish they would let me bring my rotary cutter on the airplane. It has to be a certain size.
Yeah.
So maybe one of the mini ones.
Maybe a mini one?
Yeah, like one of the mini ones, maybe.
Anyway. Anyway, I bring this one on the airplane and I'll do like all of my tracing of my patterns for my applique work and things like that all right on here. It's textured on the back, just like the rest of our cutting mats are. Not on the top, but it is textured on the back. And you've got a 6-foot cord. So while it's not rechargeable, only our premium models are rechargeable. While it's not rechargeable, it has a super long cord. It also has a USB port at the end of the cord, as well as the block to plug into the wall. So you get both of those pieces. So you can plug this into a USB port. So if you're on an airplane or if you're in the car, you can plug that into a USB port. So that's, I love that option. I do that all the time. I stick it on the airplane, the TV thing on the airplane, which is so great.
Yeah.
So that comes with it. Now, the other thing that comes with it is this mini flip and fold, which is one of my very favorite cutting mats because it's 4 cutting mats in one. So Bethany is going to show you how this opens up. So you can cut on the front side, which is about 8.5 by 11. Then you can open it up. There are puzzle pieces on both of the sides. Always start where there's 2 puzzle pieces, and then you know to flip it open, and it opens like a book to 11 by 17. Then you open it up again, and it goes 11 by 36. So make sure those little puzzle pieces are snapped together, and you're on a flat surface, and then it stays super, super flat. I love this size for when I go to classes and retreats. You never know how much table space you're going to have. So that short, long is super great to have. Then this one opens up to 24 by 36. So it's a great standard size mat once you get it open. And you can cut everywhere on there. It is so, so great.
I think my favorite size is opening it all the way up. And then I think people forget that once you open it to the full size, you can fold it in half. And this is probably my most used size.
So this is what, 22 by 24 ish?
It's 18 by 36.
It's a really great size. I don't use that size too much because I have a hard time flipping it in half the other way.
I feel like this one, the mini one's easier than
the big one is super hard.
Really big one. I'm gonna push those in later, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that there are 5. So people open it to the biggest size, and they think that's it. But you can cut that in half, and I find that this really sits nicely in those smaller workstations, like sewing club or retreats or classes where I need something a little more square, but not taking up too much space because it's usually sitting right next to my sewing machine.
Right. And like this is the best cutting mat to take for classes or retreats or expos or events, because you have all those different sizes. Like you never know when you go to a class what size you're going to actually need, and trying to decide which cutting mat to bring with you to one of those events is so hard to decide, because is it going to be too big? Is it going to be too big for the table? Is it going to be too small for what I need to make? This is so fantastic. There's a QR code on the back as well as instructions on opening and closing it, which is really cool.
You saw how quickly I just closed that up though, right? From the fullest size, it really can only fold and open one way.
Yes.
So if you get any sort of resistance, if you're like, this isn't opening, well, that's because you need to go from the other direction. Okay. So it's really simple. Like if you're like, I can't get this to work, well, let's try the other direction.
Yeah, it really is great. There's really only one way to do it. It's pretty phenomenal. Yeah.
And there are instructions on the back as well as a QR code. But what I think I love most, Melody, about our flip and folds, both the mini and the big one, is that they do fold up so you can store it without having to worry about your mat warping or getting wavy, because that's the absolute worst. I've spent so much money on big fancy mats only for them to warp, and it kills me. And there's nothing you can do about it. So I love that. I can put this in the car. So when I'm driving to that retreat or I'm going to sewing club and it's the dead of summer right now, I don't have to worry about leaving this in my car. It's not going to get warped and wavy. It is a different type of material than your traditional.
It's called TPE. Mats. Yep. It is. It's a non-toxic material, which is great. So the manufacturing process is better for you. You can use it to cut fondant or something on it if you want to. I don't do that, but it's not toxic. So you could do that.
One of the biggest questions we get though is when I do open it up and I snap my puzzle pieces together, am I going to get a miscut? Is there a gap? And no, you will not get a miscut. We actually offset the grid from where those joints are so that if you're lining up your fabric, you're not going to be cutting into one of those joints. You're also not going to get it miscut going across it either. I've used other folding mats where you get a little miscut and you have to go back and recut that, and it's annoying. You will not do that. You will not have that experience with this mat as long as you are making sure that all of your puzzle pieces are snapped together in place.
Yes, make sure they're snapped together. Be on as flat of a surface as you possibly can. That helps that as well. But you can use it on like the floor. Like I used to be a garment sewer. I say used to be, but I open those up, our flip and folds up, and cut on my carpet in my living room without cutting my carpet anymore. Like I used to pin stuff to the carpet. I used to cut the carpet all the time, and now I don't anymore because of these mats. So they're so fantastic. This is a mini flip and fold that is included in this bundle. The flip and fold mats, both of them are actually on sale as well at 25% off. Plus you can add your discount coupon code on top of that. If you want just the mini flip and fold, you can get that for a great deal as well. But in the bundle, you'll get the mini light board, the mini flip and fold, and the mini tote, which I love. It opens like a book. You've got your padded side where you can put your light board in, and then you can slide your flip and fold into the other side. You've got a pocket on the front. You've got briefcase handles as well as your shoulder strap that comes with it. It's such a cute little, you've got extra storage pockets as well, the little mesh one as well as the solid one. I found
more magnets.
Yeah, I have magnets in here too. I keep forgetting I put them in there. But all of this stuff folds in and fits right together. And so you can take it with you anywhere. And she's just cute. She's just the cutest little bundle. It's just so cute.
I know. I love it.
I love it.
And this is padded. This actually will fit my iPad Pro as well. So, I mean, you can use it for other things too.
Yes.
This case. It's got a little spot here for a pen or pencil or your Apple Pencil if you're putting your iPad in here. You've got a place to put your charging cord, your magnets, pattern pieces. Close it up. It double zips all the way around, and then you're ready to take it on the go. It'll fit in your backpack or in a carry-on suitcase or something like that as well. Keeps everything nice and safe. Yes,
it's pretty great. Now, it is on sale on the website at 20% off right now for this bundle of products. And like we mentioned, you can add your coupon codes, either that June Life 10 coupon code that is available for everyone, or if you registered for our event last week or signed up as a VIP, you have those coupon codes in your email. So that's so great. And Lori says that she uses hers on the floor. She has the Flip and Fold 48, and she opens it to cut her quilt excess down after it comes off the long arm. Oh, great. Yes.
Yeah,
and she has no issues with it.
Square up your quilt before you
Yeah.
bind it. Yeah, I actually use it a lot for when I do like circle skirts, like big garment circle skirts, or when I'm taking a quilt and turning it into a coat. I'll lay that quilt out because I want to fussy cut each piece to make the coat and line that up. So I'll put it down on the floor, then put the quilt on top and like lay out all my pieces and cut it.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not cutting into my rug.
You're not cutting into the carpet. You're not scratching up your hardwood. Either way, whatever you're doing it on. I know. I told this story, I think back in March or before, I'm not sure when, but I have this little foyer in my house. My house is old. My grandfather built it. It has this weird stone from when my parents remodeled it back in the 70s. So it's this weird stone in the foyer that I was not a fan of. And so I found these cute little rugs I could use to cover it because I didn't want to take it out because my dad put it in and I didn't want to take it out. So I carpet taped these little rugs over the top of it, but I had to like cut them and piece them together. And I was able to do that on the carpet right next to it on my flip and fold because with the 48, like Lori mentioned, because I was able to make it 48 inches long and 17 inches wide. And it was just the perfect size for me to get on the floor and to be able to trim that rug down so I could fit it into that area. And now I don't have to look at that ugly stone anymore. And it's just cute. And I like that. So do that. So the mini travel bundle is on sale at 20% off. If you're looking for one of our flip and fold mats, they are on sale as well at 25% off. Bethany's got the bigger one right there. It works exactly like the mini one does. The flip and fold 48 is the bigger one. Flip and fold 36 is the smaller one. It opens the exact same way, but it opens up to 36 by 48. So it's a great big mat. But then you can fold it up and put it on your shelf. Mine's over here on the shelf.
Yeah,
mine's right here.
I obviously have both here and I use both. So if you're like, which one should I get? You can't go wrong. If you do travel a lot, maybe start with a smaller one, but I think you'll end up finding that you want the big one for home for other projects that you don't take on the road with you. So I like both and I use both all the time, but there is a size difference. So this one is the one that goes with me. This is the one that stays at home. And I get use out of both of them. They fold and open and close the same way. And same material, same thing. We started with the big one. Everybody loved the big one, but they wanted one that they could take with them. And that's why we came out with what we call the mini, but it's the flip and fold 36. So you have 48 and 36. And that just means like that's the biggest size each of these get to. That's why we named them that. Now, one thing I always like to point out is, and this is something that feedback I got from one of the retreats that I went to. I took this one with me. I always like to point this out though. You see our numbers on the outside of the line? You know how many cutting mats have the numbers on the inside? So once you put your fabric or material down, you can't see the number. You have to lift it up. Our numbers are on the outside. The other thing that I really, really love, and I'm hoping I'm capturing this on camera here, is we've got all of those little 1/4 inch marks. You know how many times I've Googled that? Which one's 5/8 again? Which one's 7/8? Which one's?
You either have to Google it or you have to count the little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's so hard. And then I second guess myself. And when you're quilting, accuracy is key. So having those here on both of these mats all the way around, no matter which way you flip and fold it, is so important. You also have all of your diagonals as well, your different angles and things. So if you're trying to cut bias tape or cutting things on an angle, that's really helpful too, to line things up and square things up. So I am going to drop a link to, let's see if I can find it real quick. Flip and fold. All right, so I'm going to put a link to the mini in the chat, and then I'll put a link to the big one in the chat. So give me just 1 second.
Yeah, this is another one of those items, Bethany. I'll have to admit that when our product team was like, hey, we have an idea for this thing, I was like, meh, I'm sure it's fine, whatever. And then the prototypes and the samples started coming in and we started playing with them and I started using them. And it's just so really very, very cool. I love it so much. I love the mini, like you said, to travel with, to take with you. Like, it is travel season. It is summertime. It's the perfect one if you go camping, if you go on a fifth wheel, if you go in a trailer, if you go in a motorhome. It's so great for that because you can have any of the sizes that you need in order to, but it stays small so it doesn't take up too much space in there. So you can do your crafting on the go when you're tired of talking to your family. Not that you would be ever tired, but sometimes we get a little tired talking to our family. So it's so great for that as well. Perfect. This mini travel bundle is perfect for the season to travel with. It's a great size. I I'm taking it with me on the plane tomorrow. I'm taking it and I'm working on my stuff tomorrow. I'm going to do it.
Love that. And I just want to point out, like, and I'm going to put this up on the screen real quick. Like when we say they're 25% off, that's huge. And then you can use your discount code on top of that. So this is the Flip and Fold 36, our mini one that we showed you first. Normally $129.99. It is now $97.49. And then you can use your discount code on top of that. So you can get an extra 10, 15, or 20% off. If you don't have our 15 or 20% off code from our event, that's okay. You can use the June Live 10 to save an extra 10%. And, you know, this is, I don't know, I love this mat so much. Our bigger Flip and Fold is also 25% off. And then, you know, it's normally $199 and it's on sale as well. And you can stack your code with it as well. So I just want to, I was showing this to someone. They're like, which bundle should I get? And I was talking about the Handmade Collective bundle. And they're like, but it doesn't come with one of the cutting mats. And I'm like, but do you realize how discounted the cutting mats are right now? Like, get it too. Like, it's just like, why not? Like, this is the best deals we've done. I mean, since I've been with the company, and it's, you know, it's a really good deal. And so I was like, honestly, this is the best bang for your buck. Add this mat to whatever bundle you're looking at. If the bundle doesn't include one of these, you will not be upset.
Yes. Yeah. It's so great. It's so great. We do want to talk about a little fun project that we've got coming up next month as well, before we let y'all go today. We are very, very excited. We have partnered with Riley Blake Fabrics. I almost messed up their name. We love them so much. We've partnered with Riley Blake Fabric is what I was using for my little project over the weekend. So we have partnered with Riley Blake Fabrics, and we have this cute little, it's called Pretty Petals Table Runner. Lori Holtz did it from her Bee in My Bonnet collection. So the little kit comes in this cute little bee.
Can you tell it's in the shape of a bee? Like here's its little antennas, its thorn, its little wings are up top. It's the cutest thing.
I'm trying to figure out what to use the container for after we make our project.
Oh, I'm going to keep it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Normally I throw all that stuff away because listen, guys, we have a problem at my house. My husband still has the boxes from his original PlayStation 1 when he got it back in like 1996 or something like that.
Now it's a
he doesn't throw containers away for anything. And I'm like, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. And so I'm going to have to eat a little crow and save this one because I need it for something. I'm not sure what, but for something. But next month in July, we are going to have a sew along, and Bethany is going to walk us through making this. Now I'm going to make it too. We're all going to make this together. Bethany's going to teach us how to do all the little tips and tricks to get it done. But the Riley Blake kit is on our website right now. It is not included with the discount code. So if you put it in your cart, the coupon code is not going to work with it. The coupon codes are just for the Caterpillar products, but it's a really great deal. Like it's just over $50 and you get to make this whole, 36 by 72 inch runner.
It is 35.5 by 75.5. So it's a long, good size, but don't let that intimidate you because it is very repetitive.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be cutting down these pieces. We've got the instructions here. I want to show you, this is the block that we're going to just be making over and over. So it's going to be a really good practice. This little block's going to repeat itself to put it all together. We do have some little sashing in between. We've got these little teal pieces in between. You've got a place to take notes as I'm instructing you on how to do this. So if you've never done quilting before, we're going to be doing this together. The kit includes both charm packs. These are 5-inch square charm packs with all the fabrics to make the pretty flowers. You're also going to get a little bundle here that includes your background fabric, those little teal squares that are going to go in between the flowers. This is your binding. So all you have to bring to the project is your batting of choice and a backing fabric. That's what's going to be on the underside that's touching your table. So it really doesn't matter what it is. It's a great opportunity to use up some scrap. But we're going to be making this whole beautiful quilt table runner together in July. We're going to break it up into multiple sessions and they're going to be recorded and saved. So if you can't tune in live or can't sew along live or you miss a session, you can get caught up and we'll be answering all of the questions during the live. So just wanted to throw that out there that you guys have plenty of resources. I know a lot of people travel during the summer. Don't let that prevent you from taking advantage of this. As Melody might have mentioned, we have less than 100 of these. I know that we've sold almost half of those already from the event last week, so we don't have very many left. Yep. We want to make sure you get them in time for our sew along. So if you do want to sew along live with me, you can. Melody's going to be doing it. She's going to be learning to quilt and do all this with us. I'm so excited.
I'm going to be learning to quilt right along with you. I'm really excited too. Cause like my quilting expertise was with my mother. She would always have quilt frames up. I would do those tie quilts. Did you ever do those when you were a kid, Bethany, when you used the yarn and you would find a pattern and you would tie as you went with the yarn?
No, never.
Oh, seriously? We always did that. We did that for every one of my cousins that got married. All the aunts and cousins would come over and we would sit around the quilt frames in our basement and we would tie these quilts. And then my mom would hand bind them and someone would get them as they got as a gift for their wedding.
Wow.
And then she would hand embroider the quilt tops and she would put them on the quilt frames and she would hand embroider the quilting part as well, or hand quilt it, not hand embroider, but hand quilt it as well. So that was my whole anything about quilting. So doing this kind of stuff is relatively new. I know how to sew, but I've never really made a quilt like this. So I'm super excited.
Finish. And I've been teaching sewing and quilting for a long time. So I will definitely be bringing my best tips to make sure that you're successful with this. I just want to show what this looks like on our website. I did drop a link to it in the chat. This is an exclusive product that we've partnered with Riley Blake on. This kit is $55.99 and you saw everything that it comes with. And it is a big project. It is 35 by 75. Is that what I said? 35. Sorry, I'm already.
35 and a half.
35 and a half by 75 and a half. It's a good size kit. And you'll see we've got some beautiful fabrics that are included. And we're going to be sewing this up together very, very soon. So I'm excited for you all to join me and sew along. I love teaching. You know that. I love hanging out with you all. So this is going to be a really fun one to do together. So if you want to learn, tackle something, this is the way to get that support. And our live sew along is free. So there's nothing extra. There's nothing extra. It's not a lot of times when they do kits and stuff, there's a sew along, you have to pay extra and all of that. And it's private. We're not doing that. We want to share the knowledge. So get your kit. Like I said, there's not very many left. I have a feeling they'll be gone very soon. And we're going to all be sewing together either live or you can catch the replay. But we're going to break it up into small doses. So we're not going to get overwhelmed. We're going to start with the basics of like prepping and cutting our fabrics and getting our pieces cut. And then we're going to start piecing. I'm going to give you my best tips for piecing so you don't get nesting. All of that kind of stuff is so, so important. We're going to walk through every little bit. Once we build our blocks, okay, now we're going to start building our quilt sandwich and quilting it. And the final step is obviously binding. And I'm going to have some fun tips on some special types of binding outside of the traditional. So again, there's so many different ways to do quilting projects, but even if you've been a quilter for a long time, I encourage you to come and maybe try something new and sew along with us.
Well, because this is the thing for me, like I've been a crafter for a really long time and sometimes you lose your mojo. Sometimes you're not super motivated to do stuff. The best way that I have found over the years to get back into it is to do a kit like this, where somebody else figured it out already for you. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to start. You don't have to pick anything. You just do it and follow along with what someone tells you to do. And those are my favorite things to do because I feel very much like I accomplished something. And it's super cute, right? Like, so I'm very excited for that. Louise said that she's a newbie to quilting and she's going to be learning right along with me. And I'm super excited about that. Jana, you asked about if we were going to try to put the quilt together using that cool new system we talked about last week. I don't think so for this one.
No, we're going to follow the project tutorial and instructions verbatim since it is a kit. And we want to make sure that everybody can accomplish it with what comes in the kit.
Yeah.
So that what we will not be incorporating that in our tutorial for this. Bethany's expertise and a great product. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. I will say to Melody's point, like even myself, like I've been sewing for 35 plus years. I love sewing. I love teaching it. I travel all over the world teaching. It's my favorite thing to do. It fills my cup to have people learn to sew and learn something new from me because I feel like I have all this knowledge and these gifts and talents that I feel like I need to share with others. And so that is my true passion. And seeing you all have success with this is going to just fill my cup. So come hang out with me in July. But to Melody's point, I still educate myself in the sense of I still put myself into other classes. Even if I know how to quilt, sometimes just getting in the rhythm, sewing with others, learning from other educators helps me be a better educator. So I recently went and did like a weekend quilt retreat and made some of the biggest quilt tops I've ever made. but I learned some new techniques, and I
Yeah.
just feel like there's always room to grow and learn. So me growing and learning myself is just more that I can come and share with you all. So I'm excited to do this. It's going to be fun. A little fun summer sew along.
Yes. Yeah. Because we all need a little pick me up for the summertime. So this is going to be
Yeah.
super fun. We're really excited about it. We're, like Bethany said, we're going to split it up into several sessions. So we're not going to get overwhelmed. We're not going to, but it's just going to, and it's going to be so easy because Bethany's going to walk us through it step by step so that we don't have to think on our own and we can just enjoy the process. I'm super
excited about it. You're going to be able to ask questions live. So if you get stuck or need help, ask questions live. That's the best time to do it. I think it was Nyla said, never quilted before. So this is very enticing for me. This is a great way to get introduced to quilting. Yeah. Having a kit, one, takes the guesswork out of what you need. I mentioned that you just need batting and a backing fabric, and it's all listed on the back of here, what you need to bring. You can use any domestic sewing machine. It doesn't have to have any fancy stitches. You just need a straight stitch. I know some people just use a straight stitch machine. We're not going to do any fancy free motion quilting. We're going to do some straight line quilting, very beginner friendly. If you have skill sets to do free motion, you're more than welcome to do that on your own. But I'm going to really make this beginner friendly, and it's still going to be absolutely beautiful at the end of the day. So if you are interested in this, go grab that kit. You're going to get some very good hand holding. I know you can do this.
I'm so excited.
Yes, Kelly, you can always learn from others. And I hope I obviously learned from so many people. I learned from so many people from our event last week, and I love to learn myself. And then I love to share what I've learned with you all.
Hey, Bethany, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of glancing through the instructions for the first time. And this came up in the stuff that I was doing over the weekend. So at the bottom on the first page where it says the purple taffy flower product fabric that's included, it says cut 6 2.5. What does WOF mean? With
the fabric. If you look at the very first page on the left-hand side, there's general instructions, and it says width of fabric is WOF, LOF is length of fabric, RST is right stitch together, and SNF is stitch and flip. So there's abbreviations, and they have included that key for you. So that's like binding to binding, like, right? Yes. With the fabric is selvage to selvage.
Selvage to selvage. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, great question. We're already learning. And that's just a little bit of what you're going to learn from me at this Sew Along in July. So come sew along, have fun. You'll learn so much. And once you learn from doing a project like this, you'll be able to take all that knowledge into the next project that you want to tackle. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time.
Yes. So we are super excited, you guys. After you saw our faces so much last week, for those of you that were able to join us, that you would come back again today. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. We're really excited for what's coming up. We've got another Handmade Collective event in September as well that we're already starting to work on. Our Sew Along next month with this Riley Blake kit we're very excited about. But you guys, we extended the Handmade Collective from last week's sale and discount code. So you guys still have a little bit more time to jump in there and get some products that you've been looking at, that you've been waiting for. For everything that's on sale on the website right now, you can, or anything on our website, any Caterpillar products on our website, you can use the coupon code JUNELIVE10 and save an additional 10% off of any of that stuff. If you did register for our event last week, your 15% off coupon code is still live. And if you opted for the VIP, your 20% coupon code is still live. So you haven't missed it yet. So no stress. You haven't missed the deals. You can go in there and you can still get it. If you want to go back and rewatch the Handmade Collective, we've got 5 hours a day for 3 straight days last week. It's on our YouTube channel, so you can go there as well. Bethany dropped that in the chat.
And I want to say, if you did tune in and you haven't joined our Facebook group called Caterpillar Creations Hub, this is a community of people just like yourself that have enjoyed our products, maybe interested in our products, haven't gotten anything yet, have all of the things like some of you do. It is a place for you guys to share what you're working on, ask for help, ask for advice, ask for tips. We're going to be sharing some of the tips that I share in the Sew Along there as well. This is a community made of makers, creators, quilters, sewists, crafters. So it's all of you and having a place to continue the conversation outside of a live chat here. I also love it when you guys share, like, I just made my first project with my Caterpillar light board, and we're just like cheering you on. So it's a great place to just celebrate those wins with people who also love doing what you like to do. So go join that Facebook group. We've got quite a few people in there already, and we're adding more every day. I literally go in there every day and approve more people. So be sure to join that Facebook group if you haven't yet. Sometimes they're the ones that we ask questions to as well. If we've got something we're working on, or if we should do this, sometimes your input really does help.
Yes.
We'll throw some questions at you guys, are lovely fans, and in the Creations Hub. So just be sure you go check that out if you're not already hanging out over there with us.
Yes. And Linda has a quick question. The videos from the site, how long are they going to be, or from last week, how long will they be available? They're going to be available on our YouTube channel indefinitely. The full length version, if you want to go back and watch that whole 5 hours a day, that is still available. As a VIP, if you chose to do that, those are going to be cut up for you. So you can just go back and watch Chelsea Porter, or you can just go back and watch Michelle from Legit Kits, or you can just go back and watch Corey Pearson individually instead of trying to sift through all of that stuff. As a VIP, you'll also get transcripts. If you get information better by reading, you're also going to get it in a podcast form if you get information better by listening. We really tried to break that all up so that you could, however you like to get all that information,
differently, right?
You're able to do that, which I'm super excited about, because I don't do great with listening stuff. I have to either be watching something or reading something. I don't do very well with just the auditory learning thing. I never have, which is why school was such a challenge for me.
I'm just the opposite. So that's why we were like, how many different ways can we present this information so that it works for everyone? And that's where the VIPs were able to do that. We also had so many amazing presenters last week, as Melody mentioned. And if you want to learn more about those presenters, I put a link to the landing page of our event. Our event's over, but if you scroll to the bottom of that landing page, you'll see photos of all of our presenters, and you'll be able to click on their photo. It takes you to their individual blog post. It tells you all about who they are, what they do, any discounts that they offered. Some of those codes have already expired at the end of the event, but some are still available and going strong. They have links to their websites and their social media, so you can follow them and learn more from them. We'd really appreciate you engaging with them and thanking them for being a part of our event as well, because we couldn't do this event without them. They are what, brings all of that fun education and new knowledge to all of us. So be sure to go check them out and give them some love over on social media, or say hi to them in an email, or whatever you want to do. I know that they greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that, because I have to actually be doing this stuff. Yeah. We took those tests as I was growing up. It's that kinesthetic learning that I can do. Like listening, I was never good at. College was tough for me. Lectures are hard for me. I never did. I never did great with that kind of stuff.
Someone asked, Linda, do you have a link for the Facebook group? I do. Let me put it in here right now. Let's see here. Creations Hub Facebook group. I went and grabbed it real quick.
Awesome.
So if you want to click on that and then request to join, it is a private group, but I will go approve it right now. We were approving people the other day on the live stream.
Yes.
I love every day when I wake up, there's someone else, and I'm like, oh, let me go approve it real quick. I check it multiple times a day. So yeah, go ask to be added here. Here's a couple: Diane and Renee and Kelly.
Yay.
Savannah.
So fun.
So fun. We have, Melody, did you know we have almost 700 people in our Creations Hub already? And we just started that private group a few months ago in our earlier this year.
That's so great. I love that.
It's such a fun group. Such a fun group. And you'll never miss a live, because we do share like, hey, we're about to go live in there too. So you'll never miss a live. But we really keep it to where you guys are sharing and engaging with each other.
I'm going to go post in there what I made this weekend.
You need to post a picture. Maybe crop your feet out of it though.
Yeah, I'm cropping them right now, because my feet are in the one. They were just for Bethany. It was just on the bench in my dining room, because I was sewing in my dining room. It's like I say all the time, like I cut and sew in my dining room, because I don't have a place to leave everything out all the time. So I was working in my dining room, and it was perfect, because I was sitting on the little bench. I was doing my sewing. I had my light board on the bench, and I was, doing all my stuff. But I'm gonna
post those pictures in there for sure, because I think people would love to see that what you're doing. And I mean, Melody is modest. I mean, she knows how to sew. She's done garment sewing and all sorts of crafting. But quilting can feel a little daunting, especially if you've never really done it before. And
Yeah.
she's jumping right in. She's getting the motivation from our events. She's jumping right in. She knows she has support from me. And then she sends me pictures. If you want support from me too, post it in the Creations Hub Facebook group and I'll go give you all the love, answer any questions you have. Again, this is my love and passion, is to help people learn not just how to use our amazing products, but how to sew and quilt. And our products just make that so much easier and more efficient and effective, and that better end result that we're all looking for. So again, that's why I love being a part of the Caterpillar team, is to be able to kind of combine my two passions together to help you be set up for success. With that being said, Melody, we are going to wrap this up.
We're going to wrap this up for today. Come back on Wednesday, right? Lindsay and Karen are going to be here again on Wednesday doing kind of a patriotic project, correct?
For the 4th of July. And it's a paper project, and it is the cutest thing. And I will tell you, it lights up.
Oh,
did you?
I haven't seen it yet. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is so cute.
Oh, Jana wants to know if Biscuit ever got her birthday dinner.
She did. And I just woke her up. Say hi. You're famous now, Biscuit. Everybody loves you. She's a little drowsy from her midday nap. She's always hanging out in here with me while we're live. But yeah, she did. Thank you for asking. She did have a good birthday. It was just a little delayed. Because we were doing all of our event stuff last week.
She doesn't know. She's fine. She didn't know.
After 9 birthdays, I think she's okay with it. She got some special Tritos and a new brush. She likes to get brushed. So she got a new brush and some other little goodies. So don't worry. She's very much spoiled around here.
That's excellent. All right, guys.
Don't forget.
Thank you all. We'll see you back on Wednesday with Karen and Lindsay. We're excited about that. And
our discounts are extended.
That's the big thing. And if any of you are in the Richmond, Virginia area, come see me at the Road to Virginia Quilt Show that's happening there at the Convention Center this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. She's about to fall asleep again.
Oh, poor Biscuit. All right, guys.
So fast.
Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.